Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to Luke I'm on TV. So today I thought I would do an update video. I haven't done one in a while. The last one I did was way back in April, so I kind of figured I was due for one. Just thought I'd talk a little bit about what's been going on with me and what's coming up soon here on my YouTube channel. First and foremost, if you had seen my last update video, you would have heard me talk about Deftones. They had just released their new album Gore and also just announced a show in Maplewood, Minnesota at the Myth nightclub on August 16th. And in that video I had just gotten my tickets, so I was really excited about this show. But at the same time, when they announced the show was going to be at Myth, I gotta say I was a little surprised. Myth is this really great looking nightclub in the middle of Maplewood, but it's in this really weird location where, like, right behind the venue here is a large shopping mall, and in the surrounding area is like a series of strip malls and fast food restaurants. And right next door here is a Toys R Us, which is just really bizarre. And then down the street you have a Best Buy. So this nightclub just kind of seems to sit right in the middle of like this shopping utopia, which is just really weird and out of place. But nevertheless, it is a really great looking venue on the outside as well as inside. And anyway, so last Tuesday, me and my girlfriend went to the concert here, and we got there about 6:30, right after the doors had opened. And when we walked in, we walked towards the front of the stage and just kind of stood around for a while. And eventually it kind of occurred to me that, we might be standing here for a while, because I wasn't sure if there was actually an opening band or not. I know that the band Refused had been supporting Deftones on a lot of their tour dates, but they were not supporting them on this date, so I really wasn't sure if there was an opener and who it was, if there was. So after a while, we were kind of standing around, and I'm like, okay, you know what, maybe we need to just find a place to go and chill for a little while. So we kind of just found this spot in the back here where we could sit down and still get a really good view of the stage. So when we did that, then I went on the Deftones Facebook page, and sure enough, a lot of people were talking about this show, and they were also talking about whether or not there was an opening band. And eventually somebody said, yes, there is. It's this group, Spotlights. This is a husband and wife duo. This is Mario and Sarah Quintero, and they're from Brooklyn, New York. And, I got to say, they went on about 8 o'clock, and I was actually really impressed with them. I thought that they had a really great sound, and actually they had a sound that I felt was really similar to Deftones in some respects. Although I thought a lot of their lyrics were really minimal, I thought they had a lot of really great guitar riffs and stuff like that, very hard rocking at times. And also some of their other songs were kind of cool, laid back, a little shoegazy at times, which kind of reminded me of Team Sleep a little bit. So I really felt that they were a really great opening band for them. And also, of course, when they're on the road, they have a third member that joins them. They have a drummer named Josh Cooper. And yeah, overall, I just thought they had a really great sound. I thought they had a really strong set, and I was just really impressed. And I'm now following them on Facebook. I think they're really good, and I hope to see them again. And I definitely recommend them. Maybe look them up on Spotify or something like that. You might be pleasantly surprised. So anyways, I thought that was pretty good. And then, of course, Deftones, they took the stage about 9:15. And I really like this shot here. Surprisingly, all the pictures I took were from my iPhone 5S. And I'm really surprised because some of these look really good, like almost professional, I think. So yeah, I was really impressed with how well some of these pictures turned out. But anyway, this is Chino here, and of course everybody just got their arms in the air, just ready to rock. They opened with rocket skates, which was just awesome. Sounded really great. And yeah, again, some of these pictures just turned out really good. I was just really surprised. This one looks kind of professional, I think. Yeah, I thought it was just a really great sounding show. I thought Chino sounded amazing. Like, he was hitting a lot of those really high notes, which really surprised me. To be honest with you, in the months leading up to this show, I had actually gone on YouTube and watched quite a few other performances from the last year or so. And a lot of times I didn't think Chino sounded that good. So it had me kind of worried about this show. I'm like, well, I hope this show doesn't suck, And no, he completely blew me away. Like, every expectation I had just went out the window. He just started screaming, hitting those really high notes, and he sounded really great. And then the band was really tight as well. They sounded very well rehearsed, very tight. Really good energy from the crowd, I thought. The sound engineers did a really good job. I thought everything sounded crystal clear, and I thought the bass had a really nice thickness and loudness to it. I just thought everything sounded great. Just an overall really good show. My only criticism from this show was the set list, especially like the songs that they decided to play from Gore. They played Acid Hologram, the title track Gore, and then Heart's Wires. Heart's Wires sounded amazing, but I was really not in favor of Acid Hologram and Gore. I'm really not a big fan of those songs. I really think they should have played Prayers Triangles, especially since that was their lead single from the new album. I thought that was a pretty bold move to not play the lead single from their new album. And then, of course, Doomed User. They didn't play that either, and I was really surprised because I really feel that that's like one of the stronger tracks from the new album. So I was like, to not play those songs was really a disappointment. And then, of course, there was a lot of other songs they didn't play that I was surprised. They didn't play Hole in the Earth, which I consider to be one of their best songs. Instead, they played Kim Dracula from Saturday Night Wrist. I thought that was a really weird choice. I really didn't agree with that at all. And then they played a few songs from Around the Fur, which I didn't really care for. They did Be Quiet Drive, which was fine, but then they did Rickets, and I'm not a big fan of that song, and Head Up isn't exactly one of my favorites either. Stuff like that. They did a few songs from White Pony that I thought was good. Of course, they played Change. I thought that sounded great. They did Passenger, which actually sounded good, and Knife Party, and also Digital Bass. So yeah, they actually did 4 songs from White Pony. And they all sounded pretty good. If you saw my review that I did for Deftones Gore, the album review that I did, you would have heard me mention that I'm not a big fan of White Pony, which is true. But I guess when I hear the songs live, I guess I have a different opinion of those songs. The album itself, I'm just not a fan of. I didn't really care for it. But I guess when I hear the songs live, I guess, the songs are okay. I guess it's just maybe the recording I didn't care for. But anyway, the 3 songs that they did from Koi no Yokan sounded amazing. They did Tempest, Rosemary, and Swerve City, and I thought they sounded incredibly tight. And you could just tell that they had been playing that song a lot live. Of course, they're playing them a lot on their previous tour in support of Koi no Yokan. So you could tell that they were very well rehearsed, sounded really tight. I was really impressed with those 3 songs in particular. The songs they did from Diamond Eyes, they did the self-titled track, which is one of my favorite tracks, but I gotta be honest, I didn't really care for that particular version when they did it. I didn't really think it sounded all that great. They did Prince, which was a surprise. And I also noted that when they did that song, all the lights turned to purple. I don't know how many people caught that, but I certainly did, and I thought that was pretty cool. I figured that was a homage to the late Prince, who died earlier this year. And they also did Beauty School, which is a surprise. That's actually one of my favorite songs off Diamond Eyes. I was really surprised by that. So yeah, overall, they didn't play all my favorite songs, but I guess you can't really do that. You can't fit all your favorite songs into a 20-song set list and please everybody. Obviously Deftones have a lot of great tunes, so you just can't make everybody happy. So I think if you're somebody who is a really big fan of Around the Fur and White Pony, you probably would have loved this show. Me, myself, I'm more of a fan of Diamond Eyes and Koi no Yokan and then maybe the new record. So I had a really great time. I thought everything sounded great. The songs that they did play sounded really good. And overall, again, a pretty good sounding show, and impressed with the performances. But overall, just a little disappointed with the set list. So I think I would give the show a 9 out of 10. If it was a slightly better set list, I would have given it a 10. But it just wasn't to be. But anyway, they finished with Bored, and I thought that was awesome. At least they didn't play 7 Words, but they did play Bored, and that's, again, one of my favorites from the Adrenaline record. So I'm like, okay, well, at least that was a good set closer. And then, of course, here's the aftermath here. As you can tell, it's just a fucking mess here. Just garbage and cups laying everywhere. The ground is completely covered in water and beer and sweat. It's a typical scene from a hard rock concert if you've been to a lot of hard rock concerts. But anyway, I just kind of had to capture this moment. I thought it was kind of funny. And then, of course, me and my girlfriend, we took a picture here. Yeah, I was just happy to have been there. Again, the last time I saw Deftones was at Ozfest 99, so it had been 17 years, and obviously they had released a lot of material since then. So again, I was just really happy just to have been there, and I thought they sounded good. You know, again, despite the set list, I thought they sounded really good, so I was happy. So anyway, so that was last Tuesday, and so now I'm going to talk about some stuff coming up on my YouTube channel. So rapper E40, obviously a really big rapper back in the 90s as well as the early 2000s. He was with a group called The Click back in the day, and they had a song called Hurricane. And in the lyrics they say, hurricane, but you can call me Slurricane. It's kind of just slang term for the drink Hurricane, obviously a popular alcoholic drink. And anyway, so after all these years, rapper E40 decided to come out with his own drink called Slurricane. And he came out with this earlier this year, but it took a while for it to make its way to Minneapolis. But when it did, I finally got my hands on it, and I was able to try it. And I was going to do a review on it, but then all of a sudden he announced these two other flavors. He announced that he was coming out with a blue and a yellow flavor. So then I kind of put that review on hold, and I thought, okay, I'm going to just wait for these other flavors to drop, and then I'm going to try those, and then I can do more of like a full-scale review on Slurricane. So I can try all the different flavors, talk about which one I prefer and whatnot. So that's kind of on hold right now, but hopefully coming soon. I'll probably double check on that soon. I'll call some of the stores around town and see if anybody had gotten these other flavors in. So that's coming up soon. Also, in my last update video, I had bought one of those Bang energy drinks, and I tried it out. And a very similar thing, I was going to do a review on it, but then eventually I thought, well, maybe I'll try all these other different flavors first. So it actually took me about a month, but I actually did eventually track down all these different flavors, and I did try them, and I did make notes on them. So right now, that's just a matter of compiling all my notes together and then eventually putting the review together as a whole, and then deciding when I actually want to shoot the video. So that's kind of on hold as well, but hopefully coming soon. Maybe within the next month, I'm hoping. So that's coming soon. Also, I got a couple more book reviews coming. I have one in mind already. I haven't started reading it, but hopefully soon on that as well. I got a couple more video game videos coming. I know a lot of you guys don't really care for my video game videos because they always have the least amount of views, but that's okay. I just do them for fun, and I really just like to do a variety of different things on this channel. As I kind of mentioned previously in my other update video, I just want to do a variety of different things. I don't want to do just one thing or another. I don't want to do just product reviews or just video game videos. I want to do a variety of things. I want to mix it up. So I am going to do some more video game videos soon. Hopefully some unboxing videos too. I'm hoping to do some of those eventually. I'm going to do some more top 10 videos. I enjoy doing those. And last but not least, I'm still going to do some food challenges. That's just a matter of picking and choosing the right food item and then picking and choosing the right time to do the video. I figure if I do this, I probably want to have a day set aside to recover, just in case in the event that I make myself sick or something. I don't want to have something big planned the following day. I don't want to have to call in sick to work or call off some big important plans that I have planned on a Saturday or something. So I'm kind of just picking and choosing the right time to do it, as well as the right food item to do it. Eventually I don't want to make myself real sick. So I'm going to pick and choose soon, and then eventually try and do something soon, maybe within the next month or so. We'll see what happens, but that is still on the table. I still am interested in doing food challenges. So anyway, so that's some stuff that's going to be coming up soon here. And so this has been my update video. As always, if you have enjoyed watching this video, please make sure to like, comment, or subscribe, and I'll see you next time.